Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 PS3 review. Today I'm going to be taking an extended look at Borderlands to basically celebrate the fact that I'm back doing videos. I haven't been slacking off, I promise with this. I've genuinely been unwell, just unable to talk, my throat swelled up, and without all the disgusting details and everything, I'm back doing them now. That's the important thing. So taking a longer look at Borderlands, because I'm pretty much going to need it, and I'm also going to cover the DLC as well, but, well, the first three, because there's only 3 out at the time of recording, hopefully the 4th soon. So, the options are very basic, everything else on the menu is self-explanatory, except split screen. It's only 2-player, not 4-player, bit of a shame, because I've got 2 brothers who are as addicted to the game as I am. But anyway, let's get into some gameplay. So I thought I'd start off by showing a little bit of one of the cutscenes, because I'll mention the game's basic story. You are almost like bounty hunter mercenary type things. You've been called to the planet to find out about this vault, and the whole point is you have to get the keys and that for someone so that they can open the vault, but the secret agenda is you want the vault for yourself and stuff like that. So it's a very basic premise. You're basically treasure hunters, I suppose, and basic simple premise, but it's one of those. The game has so much depth to it in humour that it's worth going through the story and like watching cutscenes and stuff like that. To be fair, you have to watch them, you can't skip them, because there's humour all over the game. They take the mick out of so many popular films, they just do so many spoofs and everything. It's unbelievable, it's really funny. Even the trophies, some of them are just so stupid that you have to get them done. Like, hey, I'm on a boat, which, you guessed it, you have to go on a boat. It's a specific boat, and there's nothing really there, but it's still pretty funny to go through it and see it. So, tons of humour in the game, and if you like sort of, well, exploration games, I suppose, because it's not an FPS, it's not an RPG, it's a mix of both, and you're going to be going all over the place. Thankfully, you've got this here, which is a fast travel system. You can go to all the places that you've currently visited, and it's just simply there because it does get to the point that driving absolutely everywhere or walking everywhere takes so much time that you're going to literally have your head done in by it, which is the only problem I've got with the DLC, especially this one that I'm currently in. The driving sections are almost as bad as the sailing sections on Wind Waker, on Legend of Zelda, if you don't know what Wind Waker is, because you seriously have to drive all over the friggin' place on this DLC. It's a nightmare. So anyway, I'll start with, well, the basic premise of the menu system, because, and I know there's going to be people saying, oh god, he has to do menus and everything, but this game you're going to be spending an awful lot of time in them, for the obvious reason that they are the whole game, I suppose. Because you go around, you do your missions, you get EXP, stuff like that, mission to kill things, pick things up, fix things, stuff like that. It's really good to do them. There's a lot of variety in there, and the game does last you a lengthy time, especially because there's 2 playthroughs, and the second playthrough is just basically the same again, but the enemies are harder, obviously, and the weapons are different, and difficulty of the game is one gripe I've got, but I'll go on after the menu section for the 4 characters, because the whole point of the menus is you've got 1 for proficiency, 1 for your weapons in your inventory, 1 for your skills, 1 for your mission logs, and on your mission log you can also check your challenge log and your echo logs. Echoes are just things you've found, so you can play them again and listen to voices. Challenges are just things like kill 1,000 human enemies, kill 2,000 human enemies, sorry, 2,500, get 5 seconds of airtime in a car, kill so many with fire, earn so much money, etc, etc. You've then got the map system, which gives you a key of to what all the symbols are, and you're going to be using it a lot to find out where you're going at first, until you get to the point that you've played it for about 700 hours, can't get off the game, and know instinctively exactly where you're going every time, every place type thing. Basically like myself. So anyway, the proficiency one, I'll explain that first. When you use a weapon to kill people, you get experience with the weapon as well. So you don't just level your character up, you level the weapons up. The maximum proficiency for all 7 weapon types is 50, and when it gets to 50 you're getting a lot of extra stuff. Like, as you can see here on the sniper rifle, you get stability with the sniper rifle, rate of fire and damage, because those are things that the sniper rifle needs better of. With the shotgun you get rate of fire and reload speed. With the Iridian weapons, which are alien, they're like battery guns and that, the rear guns and stuff, so they've got battery packs in them, and you actually get decreased charging time for how long it takes to charge, because you don't reload, it just has to charge up again. So that's basically the weapon proficiency system, and the weapon types on the game are pistols and revolvers, so handheld type stuff like that, submachine guns, which are my personal favourite, shotguns, combat rifles, which can be anything from burst rifle shots, so 3 bursts, 5 bursts at a time, single rifle shots, or full-on like assault machine guns, big heavy buggers, not just little light ones like the sub ones, sniper rifles, rocket launchers, and the alien weapons, which I've already mentioned. So your inventory system, that's a pretty simple one. You can see what you've got. There's all sorts of weapons in the game. There's literally millions and millions of weapons, and the last count I believe the developers done when they went through the system, they said there's over 17.5 million weapons on the game. And that's not to mention the hacked ones. But again, I'll get on to hacking and why I don't like that a bit later on. So, the weapons, you can choose all sorts. You can equip 4 at any one time. After you've unlocked the extra 2 slots, you start with 2. And it's really easy to navigate and simple to use. You can also get grenade mods, which basically, instead of just throwing a normal grenade, you can get these ones here, which have acid. You can get explosive. That's right, explosive grenades. It's a bit daft because you can't get explosive rocket launchers, because rocket launchers are explosive by nature, but so are grenades. So why the hell do you have explosive grenades? So, I don't know. You can get incendiary, which are fire. Obviously, you can get shock. You can get medicated ones that steal health from the enemy and go back into you. You can get shields, which protect you, obviously. Shields in the bottom left corner, which is the blue bar. And when the shield depletes, it basically recharges. So you have to look for shields with a better recharge rate. You have to look for shields that might have corrosive resistance, so that if you're fighting enemies that are spitting acid at you, or ones that are trying to burn you, you want a fire resistant one, or you might just want an all out one that's going to make you extremely tough, so a big shield with a good recharge, or ones that are going to heal you, or ones that are just going to give you more base health. There is all sorts. The shield system is absolutely fantastic. It's one of the things that I love most about the game. It's something that's so simple, but it's something that I think other games should start doing because it just works so well, and I know other games have tried to do things like that before. You've then got the modification system. The mods basically do specific things. So with the Hunter here, I'll start on his skill sets. The Hunter can get things that increase his sniper rifle ability, so he can get more power from critical hits. Critical hits are basically the enemy's weak point, so headshots on standard humans. You can get things that increase accuracy. You can get things that increase the Bloodwing damage. The Bloodwing looks like a hawk, but it's a bit of a hawk-bat mix, I suppose. It goes out and it attacks an enemy, so you can increase its damage. And it may sound a bit crap attacking an enemy, and to be fair, attacking one enemy is a bit crap. But as you level up, you get skill points. From the level of level 5, you start getting a skill point. Your first level always goes on your main skill, which is the Bloodwing for him, and I'll mention the others as I go to the other characters. From there, you can do all sorts. Pretty much like the modifications, you can increase with the Hunter, sniper rifle, accuracy, and sway, so he sways it less, so he's got a steadier hand. Sniper rifle damage, because he's also supposed to be using pistols, you can increase the chance of firing multiple bullets with one shot with a pistol on guns that have only one shot. Of course, you can get machine pistols and revolvers that fire a load of stuff and just things like that. It's mad. As I say, 17.5 million weapons. If I spent just like 5 minutes on that alone, it wouldn't be doing it justice. So you can get things like, probably this is the best one for the Hunter. It's the ability to penetrate shields. So whenever you come up against an enemy with a shield, you always have to deplete the shield, then kill the enemy. Not with a Hunter. Any weapon, the bullets go straight to the health. It means that he's pretty much the best killing machine on the game for that, because after all, he is a Hunter. You can then, as I say, with a Bloodwing, upgrade that so that it can actually attack 6 targets at one time, which is actually pretty good. The only downside is you cannot fail every skill. Basically, if you've got the original game, you'll get 50 levels, which is 45 skill points, might be 46, because including level 5, haven't bothered to count it, and I know it's simple math, but again, not been well, head's not in the game, so you can't upgrade everything. And with the DLC, it gives you an extra 2 skill points with Moxie and an extra 11 with Nox. So you again can't upgrade everything, but hopefully one day you will be able to, because there's some characters, like the next one, the Berserker, who definitely needs more skill points.